Hey guys, this is John from ourhomefromscratch.com, and this is a quick video on removing hardwood flooring. In our blog this week, we've been installing some hardwood flooring in our vestibule. We're also ripping some out so we can tie it in to the new flooring that's going in the office. The first thing we're going to do is we prep the area for dust control by throwing tarps everywhere. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my circular saw and I'm going to set the blade, which is a new blade, so the depth is just the same depth as the thickness of the flooring. We don't want it any deeper, otherwise we'll ruin the subfloor. We'll cut into it. Okay, so I've marked the boards that I want to remove with a piece of tape where the old board comes out. The tape indicates where it hits the next board. So I'm going to make a pass on the right side along the length until I get to that tape with my circular saw. Okay, I'm going to stop right before I get to the end of that board, and then I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to walk back down, and I'm going to make a second cut along the length. This cut will be a little bit in from the other side of the board. So the first cut was, say, an inch in from the right. This one will be an inch in from the left. You can make it closer to the left if you want, whatever. So this next pass goes the same way. I make sure I have plenty of extension cord here so it doesn't jerk back on me. When I get to the end, again, I'm going to pull it out. And you can see I have two cuts down the length of this one particular board. So each board that I'm pulling out is going to get these two cuts. Next, I'm going to take my crowbar and I'm going to pop that middle section out between those two cuts, okay? So the middle section isn't attached to anything, all right? So it'll just lift right out because only part of that board has nails in it or staples. Just the tongue has staples. So what I'm going to do is pop this center board out here along the entire length. And I need to be careful I don't crack anything else, but I'm just going to lift up till the end snaps off right there. I'll pull it right out. Okay, now the groove side, which is also unnailed, in this case it's the right side, will pull right out as well. And you can see me just lift those pieces out. Sometimes you got to get a little squeeze, but they pop out. Now the only side left is the nailed side, and if the board is completely exposed like it is in this particular instance, that board I had already ripped out the one next to it, I can use a crowbar and I can lift that out. If the board is partially tied behind a board that you want to keep, you can hit it with a hammer. You can hit the tongue with a hammer away from the board to pull it out. You can also go along the length of the tongue with a thin chisel and chisel away the tongue between the board that you want to keep and the one you want to get rid of. And then again, you just lift it out with a crowbar. So you can surgically remove hardwood flooring in case you have one damaged board or whatever. So we ended up removing 20 or 30 boards here in the vestibule. And I wanted to do a time-lapse video on us installing it, but the battery died. So you can see a good 6 seconds of that right here. Here's us starting to put them back in with some new rosin paper going into the office. So that's it. I mean, we're going to have some finished pictures, but otherwise, check out ourhomefromscratch.com for more videos on cabinet building, furniture, and carpentry and whatnot. Thanks.